Hey, hey. Let me give this a second. Let me make sure that this audio is working. Let me see if I can figure it out just to ensure that my audio is working. Oh, I should probably um, share. Y'all, we gotta get to this Baddies Caribbean. I have to get to this Baddies Caribbean. I cannot even tell y'all how sick I am that I was on live somewhere, just literally talking to and talking to myself basically because the shit wasn't even being recorded. Let me see. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure that um I'm here, audio's working. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. So, girl, first of all, let me just say, one, I'm pissed. I cannot believe that I recorded 30 minutes of me talking, going in, bitch. I went in the first time. Like, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably best that it was no audio. Spirit said, not on my watch. Oh my gosh, y'all. Diddy is just got arrested. Oh my God. This is giving a lot. I gotta check that out immediately. Um, that's crazy. All right, y'all. So let's just hop into the review because that's what we do. Make sure you like this video, whether you catch it on the replay, whether you actually are watching it live. When you come in, you say, "Hey, how you doing?" By hitting that live. That's what we do. That's how we do. Period. Point blank. Okay. So listen. The girls are walking through Santo Domingo and they're like having a really good time. They're all excited. They're doing their little 1 2 1 2 mic check 1 2. Girl, that's that's what I should have been doing earlier. A fucking mic check. So they're walking through, with the tour guide. I feel like Anna for me was already doing a lot. She did a lot to me. She really did, like talking too much, doing too much, and like I don't know, it was just a lot. So Natalie asked Biggie, like, well, how do you feel to be home? How do you feel, being here in your home country and this, that, and the third? And she's like, oh, I'm so excited. Nat mentions that, she has this donation slash charity slash, you know, women's center slash that, some of the girls were going to go to. And it still seems a little bit unclear, even when Natalie, the boss, is saying it. And we're going to get into the reasons why shortly. But yeah, girl, it is what it is. So the girls are walking through Columbus Square and they're having a good time. And Anna sees this like baseball character and she starts to say, oh, yeah, because baseball in Dominican Republic in my country is, blah, 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 blah. And then like the guy starts moving and she's jumping and moving and hopping. I'm just like, yo, she's really doing too much. She starts like merengue, like doing this bachata with this guy literally in the middle of him talking about, Columbus Square or whatever. Like it was so unrelated, just seemed so forced, seems a little extra to me. Anna just was on my nerves bad. So, one thing that she did, what the guy had said was that Haiti was at one point, in control of the whole island. I'm like, yo, you mean to tell me that this was one big island to begin with, and the Haitians essentially gave the Dominican side their freedom and then they got their independence from Haiti? Like, I know that I should probably know that, but I really did not. Like, that is sickening to even know. But I don't know. I just thought that was like, girl, the way that they be acting, I ain't no black, I Dominican. Like, girl, we done gave you the freedom. I don't know. It's just really a funny little tidbit. So they ended up going to like this little tobacco shop, and Taseki was like, she picked up this hat, and she was like, "Y'all, we should get this for Sapphire. This is like a kind of hat that Sapphire get." I just thought that was so funny because Sapphire be wearing them church lady, first Sunday, first communion of the month. Like, girl, go ahead on with these with these church hats. But obviously it's very apparent that Taseki is clocking her and peep that she be on them church hats like that. And the damn cigar was a fedora, y'all, that you get from a smoke shop. So the girls is in there, they buying their little combancho, they're buying their little leaf or whatever for the weed. So boom, they go outside and Anna's like, "Oh yeah, let me get some of your tobacco leaf or whatever." So Vicky's like, "No, we're right. I'm right here. Like, you go inside, go get your own." She's like, "Oh, that's your problem. You always acting so stingy. You always blah 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 blah." And they just start going at it. They really just start going back and forth. And like, you're stingy with your food. You're stingy with your weed. She's like, "Girl, it's right there. It's $25." So Anna starts getting on her face, barking up. They're literally going back and forth, like in the middle of the streets, just looking a mess. Like, why would they go back and forth like that? I don't know. I just hate that for them. But especially over Anna, I just feel like Anna that whole time was just doing a little bit too much, honestly. Anna, for me, she was just doing too much to begin with, to be quite honest with you. But whatever, they break up and they go in their separate ways. Anna's talking to Saseki, barking, 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 talking, 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 like she always do. Like, girl, it is what it is. Like, let it go. And so Biggie doing her own thing, and they're still focusing in on Anna and the fact that she keeps talking. So they're at this wherever they at getting some food. Now, Tinka, we know that you got the body, yada yada yada. Like you did not have to be standing there, perched up, poked out. Like, girl, she's giving me very much like, yeah, I know, I mean, it's a good time about the like Tina, we know you got the body, sis. Like the way she's saying it is really getting on my nerve right here. But Anna instead of going on and on and on, like Anna, let it go. Like you really dragging it. And I just feel like it was Biggie's moment to have her moment in her country, to do her biggest one. And now all of a sudden, because I ain't no Puerto Rican, I Dominican. Now you Dominican. And I'm so glad to be in my island and be here. And I'm not saying that she's not Dominican. That's not at all what I'm saying. However, we know that Biggie is big Dominican, big this, big that. Like, let her have her fucking moment. You want to be walking around here barking like a dog, walking like a dog, sit like doing too much. And that's what it was given. It was given like, girl, why you got so much attention right now? And really, I'm the one that's slobbing and sucking on this lemon pepper eggplant, girl. So you sit down somewhere. So the girls show up for the oh no, I don't even think that's in the right order. Or maybe it might be. They both say in the confessional, like, well, Tinka, Tink and Biggie and Anna, like, that's my sister. I'm just mad at her, so we just had to separate. Like, it was given like somebody was drunk and didn't know how to handle it. And so we about to just crash out for absolutely no reason, to be quite honest with you. So, girl, chaos breaks out at this so-called alleged women's center. Okay, it's a women's center, but there's no building. And if you squint your eyes, you can see that there's no women in sight. All you see is a bunch of niggas. I went to Dominican Republic, I want to say like a year ago, and there is a real difference in like how the Haitians are treated, even with the Haitians. Look like you can just feel it. Being black in America, you know what oppression looks like. You get what I'm saying? And so when they went to the women's center, I was thinking of something else, but it looks like they're out there helping a lot of the, Haitian people who were there, or Haitian Dominican or whatever. But they get there and they're literally like trying to start handing out money into this like flash mob of people, a women's center where there's a whole bunch of men with iPhones in and out. Like, girl, that's not how you do that. And I am really just so impressed at the fact that Lemuel is able to get Janisha, beautiful Janisha from Bohemia, from Virgin Islands, whatever, to figure out how she can share his lemon pepper eggplant. Okay, all up and down to the 22-year-old Anna Mac, all the way up into the 28 Scotty, but they can't figure out how to successfully give and donate money to countries that are, underprivileged and underserved. You don't figured out how to get the embassy and the firework and the this and the that, and y'all can't figure out a real good system on how to, spread this charity and spread the wealth around. You done did it in Bahamas, it didn't work out, and here we are in another country. Because what y'all don't understand is everybody in this moment was at risk, except for Scotty, because she looked like she ain't giving a damn. I'm like, why is Scotty so calm? But no, for real, y'all. Like in a situation like this, the people who are there, the women who are there, the children who are there, are all in danger of being like, stumped out like a stampede, girl. Like it's a real thing, and they just out here, giving out a $1 bill, a $2 bill here. Girl, they was better off with this. They was better off getting one of those money guns at the club and spraying that shit at through a drive-through. It just sprayed it down real quick and keeping it pushing because it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot to look at all of these people. And so at some point, some of the women started handing the babies to the baddies and they couldn't find certain moms. And, one mom went missing and she didn't know. And it was just too much. And I do appreciate the idea of y'all giving back, but y'all figure everything else out. Okay, you know everything else. Why you don't know how to give a couple of dollars to this? One of the bigger organizations out there, you give them a little piece of something, you know what I mean? And you tell them that they have to promise X amount of money to the smaller, whatever, to divvy out the money, because y'all going out there to these countries is dangerous for not just y'all, the baddies, but the people who actually live there. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, it's not safe for them and it's not safe for you. Like I said, if I were the baby girl. So Anna's still apparently going on about the whole situation with Biggie. And she was talking to one of the producers. Nunu overhears it and she says she thought she heard her name. So they get to popping it and going back and forth and back and forth. And so, Anna's like, oh, well, you're just saying this, you're just doing all this because I'm on injured reserve. I don't really think so. I don't really think so because Anna, we seen how Nunu was working it, and I don't think that she's doing that because you're on injured reserve. I think she's saying what she's saying because you pop it a lot, girlfriend. You do. You really do. But she's going on. Nunu is going back and forth with this girl. It's just giving like, girl, let it be what it is. All right. And so Anna's very annoying to me. I don't know if I can tell or not. Vicky takes the girls to the monument of Cologne, and this was a really cute moment because she's like, "This is one of the biggest monuments in Dominican Republic, and I have you guys here." And then, she had some fireworks set up for the girls, and it was really, really like a beautiful moment. I feel like the girls were all excited. Anna, I don't know where she was, but she kind of fell back. Thank God, because she was just doing too much for me the whole entire time. But I thought that it was like a really cute moment. Like, she's in her home country, she's at the biggest monument, she does the fireworks, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, go ahead, Biggie, do what you gotta do. Immediately after that, they go to dinner, which is kind of like the baddies' last supper. And so Natalie wants to talk about the girls and their experience with baddies. And here we have Miss KEEVA. Okay, KEEVA's just thankful. She's like, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful I was able to travel internationally. Before Zeus, I didn't even have a passport. Girl, before Zeus, you probably ain't need, well, nope. And so she's grateful. Okay, Miss KEEVA is very grateful and thankful. The next person who goes is Nunu. Nunu said this opportunity was awesome. I had a chance to pop my ish and I was happy and this, that, and the third. It was one person, and then she started talking about Anna. And her Anna go back and forth. She's like, girl, I don't know you, sweetheart. I don't know you. You know me. I don't know you. You know me. This is Anna popping it. I don't know you. You know me. And so they're going back and forth and back and forth. And then she's like, girl, I don't even got nothing else to say to you. I just want to see you at the reunion. That's all. Because I can't even get to you right now. So I just see you at the reunion. That's all I got to say. And just be ready. And we all know that Santana is hosting the reunion. And apparently Santana was like, yo, Nunu, Anna, get that while security wasn't around, which hopefully somebody be able to. I don't even want Anna to get hurt because she's so little, but I just want somebody to back out like one good smack across the, well, I don't even say across the face, girl, because her face was already broken. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say. The girl is annoying. So, who goes next? Oh, and then we see Callie Way, and Callie says, "Oh, all I can say about this experience is that all I know is that God is real." Betty says, "Let me know that God is real. I came here, I got some game." She tries to then call out Jayla, calling Jayla a bully. She's like, "Girl, I bully the bullies. Ain't nobody ever could be no bully in this, that, and the third. Like, it is what it is. You decided that you wanted to crash out and mac out because of your home girl, and that's what it is. You can say that, but I can also call you a dummy for standing up for your friend, which I feel like that too, Kylie. Like, we all had high hopes for you, sister. You came in big, thicky, brown skin, looking good, pop, 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 blue face, strong. Like, I'm like, all right, she got a little motion with her, girl. You came in and linked with the corniest girl of them all. I mean, truly, Callie, how embarrassing. It's really giving me embarrassing like your corny mom, corny Carlissa, and corny Callie at this point. Because of all the girls, she was the only one that you could really link with and connect with, Gretchen. And then the white presenting Latino girl are not going to convince me about, oh, it's not a big word that she said, that she's saying the N word, girl. You're not going to convince me that that's okay. You're not. I mean, if all of the girls in that house said, We don't want you to say this word. It should have been like as simple as, okay, cool, I get it. You get what I'm saying? And I understand that I'm from New York and, geography plays a part. But however, being a simple, respectful person and a kind person cost you nothing. You aligned yourself with this corny girl who didn't give nothing. I mean, like to the black girls, to you blacks who like Gretchen and doing all this and caping for that girl, you're very, very weird. Kylie goes on to talk about Natalie, and she was like, "Oh yeah, because you came off weird." Like, I don't know, Kylie. I'm just really disappointed in her, to be quite honest with you. We can honestly move on from her ass because I doubt she's going to be asked back. And then we get into Tinka. Obviously, she's like, "Oh, my best experience was receiving my chain. It was receiving my Baddies chain. But obviously, I'm so broken up about it because I lost a bond with my sister. And you know that when we came in here, we said we was gonna be back to back and we was gonna clear all these girls, this, that, and third. Like, girl, she was so annoying. Like, one thing about Tinka, she gonna know how to perform, baby. She gonna drop them tears. A little bit it felt genuine because she's like, girl, yeah, we are from Philly. We came back, we from here. And you switched up with me on the chain. The person who I thought was gonna be so happy for me could not be happy for me. And that's weird to me. And she's talking about Meatball. Meatball just sitting there like, oh, well, so we was gonna wait till the last day, girl. We not gonna be cool after this. Oh, Nala said Kylie wasn't memorable at all. I mean, at all. At all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, not even for a fashion moment, not even for a fight. Hell, not even for getting freaky in the pool and showing the kitty. Give it up, Kylie. Do something else. Wait for your brother to come home and sidekick to your mama because you ain't got it. Um, no, but Tinka, she's going back and forth. And I just feel like, I do understand where she's hurt at. And I do think that some of it is performative. But, Meatball was wrong. Meatball was wrong for the way she carried on about Tinka getting that change. She really did. I mean, it's no other way to flip it or dip it. Mariah comes in late and it breaks up some of the dramatics that Tinka is trying to put on. Thank God. And Meatball response was, you know what? I apologize. It's not that I didn't feel like you deserved to change. I just felt like we both deserved it. Like, girl, go to hell. Like, and she just said, like, I forgive you, but I don't put you no more after this. Like, it is what it is. And so Meatball gets all pissed off because you thought you was about to be like, all right, yeah, it's cool, everything is back regular, and Tinka wasn't going for it. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going through this. Like, apparently, it's just something that she always go through. So yeah, let the friendship be where it is. Like, I'm done with this playing this little silly game with you. It is what it is. I'm over with it. So Meatball can't handle the rejection of it all. You reject because you ain't get the chain. Now the girl who got the chain rejected you. Meatball just sitting there all corny. So, with her little Coke, with her little Pepsi, and her hookah. And so Diamond Body comes in and she's like, oh my gosh, well, I love this. You guys, know, I love this. All the girls start rolling their eyes and sucking their teeth. Girl, they hate Diamond for whatever reason, which I'm gonna get into a little bit later. I have a video that I mean about Diamond because I just feel like the way they did her was so ugly. And the audio was working on that, obviously. If you are in here, I'm doing this live because my audio was messed up on my first video. I'm sick about it. But anyway, so DTB, she's like, I love this. I thought that I was going to be able to only do one thing, and I feel like this platform is going to change my life. Girl, it changed your life, all right. It really did. And then we have Biggie. Biggie comes on and she says, this is exhausting. Like, you girls were exhausting. Like, this is the third season. I feel like we made more money last season. We couldn't really get to the bag like how we normally do because you just didn't know how to act, basically. But this is my first season that me and Rollie got together and we were good, so that's cool. Apparently they have the same birthday, and those Virgos, they be a piece of work. Good for Biggie. She on her third season. I feel like her and Natalie kind of got along a little bit better too, so she wasn't like the crybaby, Biggie that we all got to know, right? And so who's next? Mm-mm. Oh, Anna. Anna comes on and she's like, oh, well, I just feel so good because I got to go to the countries that I'm from. I got to go to DR, I got to go to Puerto Rico. And, you guys were with me during a really hard time. And I'm so glad I was able to have y'all, because I don't think I would have made it without y'all. And so when she said something about the really hard time, she started getting choked up. Girl, why Nunu gonna say, well, you probably should have kept your mouth closed. Nunu is sick of her. And Anna says what she says. She's grateful. Blah 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 blah. So out of nowhere, Diamond gets up and moves from Meatball, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna remove myself because I see that Meatball has a knife in her hand." And she says this. She's like, "Yeah, I'm moving because you got a knife in your hand." She's like, "Girl, all I got is this little what she say? She crazy. She gonna say, "Oh, this little butter knife in my hand. This ain't gonna do nothing, girl. Well, what you holding it in your hand for? You're weird." She's weird. She's weird for that. Every time she gets upset, she grabbing for a knife. She grabbing for a weapon. Girl, go ahead somewhere with that. That's weird to me. So Taseki, she just was saying like, girl, I came here, I gave fashions, I gave y'all boring confessionals like I always do. I ain't even fight nobody. I just did what I always do. Come here, collect my check, and it is what it is. And so she talked about Tinker real quick, and she Meatball kind of cuts her off and was like, boo, or some shit she said. And she was like, I really don't know why y'all having that energy, because for real, I'm not trying to say that none of y'all can fight, but I really reconstruct faces. Girl, we know them hands need to be registered. But I just feel like all of this that y'all doing is ass. So Sapphire comes on and she starts crying, giving first lady of the church, and the Emmy award goes to motherfucking Sapphire. So whatever. Jayla comes on and she says, I was really kind of nervous. I was nervous because I set out for 2 seasons and I see how big, baddies have become. And, y'all let me be myself. Y'all let me be my spiritual selves. Y'all let me be who I was. And I was authentic. I feel like her explaining that seemed very for real. And she was being vulnerable. She knows how to talk from her heart space. And I like Jayla for that. You know, I like Jayla for that. Yes, Nala said this was the season for the least likable baddies, like real, like for real. I hope next season is better. Better. Who? Nala, drop in the chat. Who was your least favorite? Who was your least favorite baddie? For me, it was definitely Gretch. Gretch was my least favorite. Um, I wanted them to keep Heaven. I thought Heaven was going to be a key, but for whatever reason, they decided to keep Jelly Bean. Girl, please, Nelly. I don't know. Oh yes, Meatball. Meatball was terrible. I agree. I agree, and this is gonna bring me to my fucking final thoughts, because Meatball of all girls, the girl who's sitting there with a dome cap on her head, with a dome cap on her head, with a butter knife in her hand, because her sister got a chain in a crew neck t-shirt, not even a V-neck, a crew neck. Girl, please. I can't even fucking do. So, Jayla, she said what she was gonna say. Mariah Lynn came in, she said, I was really just thankful. I'm just so glad. Mariah looked good with this little look she had on. She was thankful. She was Gretchen and Callie, y'all know, right? Because it's not even like you can name them separately. Like y'all so corny, y'all lumped together, and y'all motherfucking honorable mentions were the least likable. No, for real, I agree with that. I definitely agree with you here, sister. So, um, Mariah, she's so happy. Oh, thank God. Blah, whatever she's saying, she looks good. She's out of here. Asian doll comes on and she's like, I'm just so happy I can pop my shit. And if I see you guys, outside or whatever, I better see you. I'm like, girl, Asian, I didn't even know you was here, sister. I didn't even know you was here, girl. I did not even know she was still there. And she, our good sister, Asian doll was there. I'm like, for all that, y'all might as well have Bianca there. If y'all got Asian there, she did one fight with Mariah and sat down. I mean, she gave us a little bit of fashion, but whatever the case may be. And so then who do we have? Scotty. Scotty basically says, "Listen, you'll see me again. If you see Natalie, you see this cat, you gonna see me, and I'll see Scotty with the body." And she gonna say, "Oh well, I really want to know who voted Dia out." Like, girl, Scotty, stop it. Just stop it. So Natalie comes on. She says her little one too about the girls being. Oh well, first Rollie goes. Rollie just says, "I've been here the longest. Anybody that's talking about me not being here, I don't care what y'all talking about. I look good, I smell good, and I'll be back." Period. I feel like Rollie for so long. Rollie was the dun dun dun, the little corny fat girl. Blah, blah. So I do want to see Rollie come back and pop her ish. in her new body, in her new scent, in her new smile, in her new wig. Good for you, Rolly. Rolly asked Natalie, and Natalie's like, I just think that all of you girls are bosses. You know, I'm glad you guys are here, and I love all of y'all. Like Natalie, please, I want y'all to be up, but just and because I am the boss lady, I want y'all to know that I have one more chain, okay, and I have one more chain left. And she tells the girls that I need you all to um vote on who's going to get this next chain at the last supper. At the last supper, Natalie, that's what you need. And I'm glad DTB clocked everyone's T too. And I wish she had the hands to fight so she can clock them in their head because they really tried to play that girl. So, so everybody like, well, put your hand up if you want Meatball to get the chain. Everybody puts their hands up. Everybody. Then they're like, oh, for Kylie. Kylie just started laughing like, girl, I knew I wasn't getting that chain. Like, okay, bitch. Move along. And then they were like, all right, for DTB, put your hands up. So Tinker did raise her hand for DTB. I do remember seeing that. But I just feel like, y'all at the last second, y'all gonna try to give this chain to Meatball over Diamond, who's been putting in the work. And Diamond, like, girl, I already got a chain. Get that girl a chain. She already crying over it. Just give her the chain, whatever the case may be. And so Diamond start getting pissed off. Like, y'all are so corny because y'all making it seem like y'all with Tink so bad. Y'all like Tink so much and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, y'all is voting for her biggest op on the show, which she wasn't lying. She was not lying. Like Alex just said that she might tell a joke, but she ain't tell no lie. Okay, because that's the truth. High up with her so bad, high up like Tink so bad, da 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 da. But the whole time y'all want Meatball, who was hating on her real sister, her alleged sister, the whole time hating on her. That's corny. And so she like, girl, give it girl the chain. And so she start going in and in. And so Tinker like, nah, we'll just wait. So Rolly hurry up and snatches the chain out of Natalie's hand and runs over and gives it and puts it on Meatball. And so Tinker like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let me put this chain on my sister. Let me put this chain on my sister. And literally like gets up and runs over to her and puts the chain around her neck. And this is Tinker in the back putting the chain on her. Look at her like, girl, is it even a dome cap? It might just be a wig cap. You get what I'm saying? I just think that that's so weird. And so that's what Diamond said, girl. I think this is weird that y'all doing this. And Diamond just sitting there looking like confused as hell because, like, literally, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? And Natalie, it was just like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm a boss. And, bosses always have more, always have extra, always have another one. But Diamond, that disgusting stuff that you just tried to pull is just so ridiculous. And I can't believe that you just did that and this, that, and the third, and like literally walks off. So, because Diamond did something, whatever she's trying to make it seem like Diamond did, if you have more than one left over, well, whatever happened to KEEVA and Nunu? You could have gave one to them. So that just lets me know that this was a plot that Todd set up. Okay? You wanted to have a reason, right? And this is the segue into the whole beat up with Taseki. Now, before I hop into anything else, before I hop into my final thoughts, rather, if you can, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're in here still, make sure you hit the like button and let's get into the final thoughts, right? So this was so weird to me. This was so weird to me. And I've been trying to like wrap my mind around one. Meatball, you's a weirdo. You was better off just keeping your Philly persona, keeping that little thing up that you do. But Meatball, you's a weirdo. And you corny. And you bad built and you got a bad attitude. For real. And then the fact that Tinker was so pressed and so hyped to be the one that let me put it on my sister neck. Let me put it on my sister neck. Because I want to put it on my sister neck. But the whole thing is you was just talking about how you was never talking to her again and it was over with and you couldn't deal and I'm not. But the moment she get that chain, you want to be a part of the moment. So Tinker, which one is it? Is you is or is you ain't? Okay. And Anna and Biggie, I feel like this was weird to me too. Like Anna, I feel like Anna was a little bit trying to overshadow Biggie in her moment. And I feel like when Anna's the type of girl, like, girl, you're big nasty ass, like you can never really, be better than me, So like, of course, like I'm gonna be your sidekick and we're gonna be cool. But the moment you start having too much attention, I gotta steal the moment because They don't really want you. They really want me. She gives me that type of vibe. Do you understand what I'm trying to say about Anna? Like, yeah, we cool and we can be friends, but if Biggie starts to go up or starts to get a little bit of more play or gets a little bit more screen time, Lemmy is not going to do too much with Anna because that's his girl. Scotty been in the shadow for years, damn near. You know, Anna is a little bit more in the spotlight, but I feel like she was trying to like shine, like shit on Biggie's parade a little bit because Biggie is Dominican. She can say I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. Anna wasn't acting like that in Puerto Rico. Anna wasn't that turned up in Puerto Rico, and she wasn't Dominican Republic. And they was there to see her family, so let her have that moment. I think that I don't know. She just gives me bad friend vibes. And last but not least, DTB. This is a face of confusion. I mean, and honestly, we were all confused because Diamond gave us fashion, she gave us body, she gave us teeth, she gave us lashes. Hell, she even gave us a wig. Okay? She even gave us a wig. Oh, how nice. She was funny in her confessionals and she got in the paint multiple times. She ran in with Tinka multiple times. Then apologized to Tinka to make good on the show because she didn't want to keep the beef going just to play nice. Then she apologized. Then she ran fades for Anna. Then she slid Bianca. Then she and y'all give the chain to the girl who showed up to dinner in a wig cap. And I'm not saying that looks have anything to do with it, right? What I'm saying is Meatball came in with a girl and literally her major biggest storyline is the fact that she was beefing with the girl that she came in with. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And I'm curious to know if like the final episode was already edited before the reunion because then it would really solidify if this was all a plot that Natalie devised. Because why would you try to end the episode with trying to play and check Diamond for calling y'all out on the fact that Meatball was hating the whole time versus calling Meatball out for being a hater? In what Baddies world and what Baddies universe is that? It's ridiculous. Y'all, I have a video. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. It has audio and it has the audio. I double checked. It's called Damn Diamond because we really need to discuss. It's given very much like how did y'all accept ET on the last episode and give her hugs and kisses and everything else, but y'all play Diamond who went up? That's not adding up. That's not adding up. That's sending a message back to Now That's TV, in my opinion. And I'll talk more about that in the next video. But I want to know what y'all think. I want to know how you guys are feeling. Do you understand where I'm coming from when I say that? I feel like it's giving, you know, it's giving. This was all one big setup. I feel like it was one big setup. Like they didn't really like Diamond, because the Now That's TV girls that come on, they don't really have their teeth done. They don't really have the fashions. They kind of don't really feel like they belong there. But Diamond came and she felt like she belonged there. And they ain't like that. Because you're supposed to really want this. You're not supposed to already come with this. And they ain't like that. That's what I think. What y'all think? Drop it in the comments. Um, am I reading too much into it? I have a tendency to do that. Y'all can tell me if I am. But I do think that Diamond was doing a job and those girls were hating it. They were hating him. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. Thanks for those who caught the live. I am going to keep this public. Anytime that I go live, I'll usually just add it to my members only. But I'm gonna keep this live because I cannot believe y'all. When I got a comment and said that video was no sound, bitch, I almost died. Oh my gosh, y'all don't even know like the amount of work that goes into certain things. I was like, bitch, please don't. Here I am up 11:20, trying to get it done now. If you're joining the live, make sure you hit the like button. I'm just wrapping up how I feel about Diamond. I think they did her so dirty, so wrong, so nasty, and so rude. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Make sure you like the video. And if you are catching the replay, I still love you. As always, I'm sending you a much love and much light. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.